Don't worry. So when I come out, I will talk. Okay. When I open the relevant sections that I put in, I cannot be tried in Nigeria. Are they aware of it? Section 2, 3F of Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Not me. As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. Is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. And it happened in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. Okay. I believe in justice and fairness, that's all.
Nigeria signed to a standard.
Yes. Let's carry on. The judge just denied your client bail again.
Yeah, she did. She denied, in point of fact, she denied 2 applications. One is to restore his bail, and the other one is an alternative application. If you won't restore his bail, then transfer him to home detention. These 2 applications were geared towards providing the environment for him to get a fair trial. Unfortunately, the court was not in sync with us. But it's very, very important to stress this point, that what got us this far, what led to all these problems, is the refusal of the court to obey or implement, for want of a better word, to implement the ruling of the Supreme Court that Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that he was driven into exile by the actions of the prosecution, and therefore the ruling by the court that a jumped bail shouldn't have been made. So ordinarily we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. So now the court has, that's not what the Supreme Court said. So we are going to look at that. We are going to go home as a legal team and ruminate over this and come out with a legal response to this anomaly. The court made some order that he felt is in our favor, but really it is not in our favor. He made modifications in the conditions of the detention at the DSS. If you recall, they used to take documents from us. They used to listen in because they bugged the place and everything. She made an order that the room should be changed and all that. But I think this is pyrrhic and that we should take note. This is pyrrhic. It's not enough to guarantee that Nnamdi Kanu will get a fair trial. So in the next few weeks or days or whatever, before the next adjourned date, you will hear from the legal team as to our next course of action. My other colleagues would like to say a few words as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Well, today we had another...
Can you come to the video?
Sorry.
Max.
Well, today we... Okay, we had another kind of ruling today, which the ordinary person on the street might think that a favor had been done to us. But it's still the same thing. It's just the other side of the coin that was tossed. We are still going to remain in the premises and facilities of the DSS. You know, this issue of bugging is a very critical and technical thing. And we know that the Nigerian DSS is about the most sophisticated secret police in the whole of Africa. And they have a lot of equipment. The walls, inside the bricks of their building has chips, microphones, cameras, inside the walls of their building. So there is no how the court has made it that they should give us a clean room. Who determines the cleanness of the room? Who determines the positions of the box? So the thing, provided it's still inside the DSS premises, it's still there. Those boxes will always be there. These things have been built long before now. You know, these are structures and boxes that have been planted many years. They can't break the walls of the houses, of their rooms, to remove those boxes. Now let me tell us something. Recently, they moved us to the office of the assistant director that they call ADOS. Now, in that place is somebody's office, all manner of equipment. There are so many things. So how do you even determine that the place does not have a bug? A room filled with property, chairs, television, gadgets, cameras. How do you determine what is functioning and what is not functioning? So it's like giving us a banana with one hand and then collecting it with the other hand. So there is nothing new, nothing has changed. Provided you are in the premises of the State Security Service of Nigeria, nothing has changed. A place where you can say it's not bugged is the Nigerian prison. You can be sure that in the Nigerian prison, nothing is bugged. And now, the witnesses that they are going to bring are those who are working in the DSS. So those witnesses will sit in the other room and listen to our questioning and answer session with our clients. Then at the end of the day, when you now bring the witness to court, they already know what we are going to ask. They already know the answers to everything. So justice should not only be done, but should be seen to be done. Now, if you take us to the Nigerian prison, we believe that the Nigerian prison does not have special interest in this matter, as the DSS has. The DSS has 101% interest. Now, if you take us to the prison, the prison people know that their function is to keep this man. They are not coming to testify. They're not coming to